Hello there and welcome to Vermin Hunters TV with me, Si Pitway.
And me, David Thomas.
Today on the show we're going to show you the episode that a lot of people have been asking for, and it's the review of the Brocock Compatto. And for people who follow the channel, they know we've got two of these, kindly given to us by Brocock. One of them I bought myself, and it's my own rifle, and this one here, what Davy uses, or is going to be using tonight, it's been donated to us as a free gift. What we're going to use as a raffle prize at our next Vermin Hunters TV meet, and all the proceeds will be going to one of our chosen charities. So just like to say thank you again for Brocock.
Thanks, Brocock. Brilliant, absolutely stunning raffle prize.
So what we intend to do is go out, test this rifle. You'll see it in the field and in an indoor range, so you'll see the accuracy. We'll talk about the shot count, and then you'll see it actually in the field shooting vermin. So without further ado, we're going to get straight to it. The stock is made from a black synthetic polymer material which is light and weatherproof. At the end of the stock is an adjustable butt pad that fits snugly into the skeleton stock. There is also a pre-drilled sling stud hole drilled under the stock. On the pistol grip and towards the front end of the stock is a moulded grip to assist in wet weather conditions. The barrel is a Lothar barrel sat inside a shroud. At the end of the shroud is a cap covering an 1/2 inch UNF thread that can be used to fit an optional silencer. To be fair, the rifle is pretty quiet without an optional silencer, so I have opted not to fit one and keep the rifle as carbine as possible. At the end of the air cylinder is a coloured air gauge that is clearly numbered every 50 bar and highlighted every 10 bar. On the action itself is a nice size cocking bolt and power adjuster button that gives 3 power levels from around 11.5 foot-pounds down to 6, but there will be more to follow on this feature later in the review. Under the front of the stock is a moulded Picatinny accessory rail that can be used for fitting bipods and various other air rifle shooting accessories. The trigger is a 2-stage trigger that can be adjusted both for first and second stage travel. There is also a safety catch located just in front of the trigger blade that is resettable at the shooter's own preference. To adjust the second stage on the trigger, the action needs to come out of the stock via the one Allen bolt, which gives you access to the small adjuster screw at the back of the action. To keep the air inlet hole clear of dust and debris, there is a rotating fill port cover. The rifle is sold with 1x fill probe, a 1x self-indexing newly designed magazine system, and a free tin of Kaiser pellets. There is also a 2-year warranty on the rifle. So now that you are a little more aware of the rifle and its parts, let's take a look at how it actually performs. What I've done here is created a graph in Excel, and you can see there's 4 columns. Column A is the shot number, column B is the feet per second reading for every shot that I recorded through my chronograph. Column C is a formula what works out from the feet per second to foot-pounds of power, and column D is relevant places within the fill where the pressure needs to be recorded. And you can see from shot 1 all the way down to shot 71 I've highlighted in green, and I've done that is because I've said they're the most consistent part of the fill. Now, as you can see here, the most astute people will see that between 11.1 and 10.9 here and 10.8 it's only points of a foot-pound. But what I have done is been really stringent in this testing, so I'm keeping everything within 11 foot-pound variants. As you can see, they're all in the 11s, and that's going to be my sweet spot. From shot 72 down to 90, you can see they're still very consistent, and in the high 10s dropping to the lower 10s towards 110 bar. At 110 bar they start to drop off then, and you start to see them coming down into the lower 9s. So what I am saying is, from a 200 bar fill you could shoot all the way down to 110 bar and get 90 consistent shots and usable shots. But if you like me, like to use the most consistent part of the fill, I'm going to fill to 200 bar and shoot down to 130 bar, which will give me 71 shots. Now off to the right here in column D you'll see I've got HV, which is the highest velocity in the sweet spot, and the lowest velocity in the sweet spot here. Between them two velocities there was only 25 feet per second total deviation over all 71 shots, which is really good. Now you work that out into a standard deviation, and it's only 0.38 foot-pounds standard deviation over the whole 71 shots, which is really good. And you can see now why it pays to do this sort of testing and analyse your results to get the best out of your rifle. Now going below, I've created a graph from this data. So here's the graph, and you can see from 200 bar here down to 130 bar, this is what I'm classing the sweet spot. From 130 to 110 you can see it starts to drop off, and then below 110, which you're not seeing on here, it drops off quite steep. So as we've just said, from 90 shots from 200 bar down to 110 with an average of 11.3 foot-pounds. That's over all 90 shots, so it's still really good. But the most consistent are the 71 shots from 200 bar down to 130 bar, which gives you an average of 11.6 foot-pounds, which is plenty, and full power. Right, I'm just showing you my new Cold War app, which is attached to my chronograph. So I'm going to start a new group, film it, and then I'll call out the readings so my son Dylan can hear them, and then he's going to put them into an Excel spreadsheet for me. Ready, Dylan?
Yeah.
779.
Yeah.
783. 773. 777. 777. 776. 780. 783. 772. 780. Right, I've changed the power selector now on the rifle to medium setting. So we're going to do 10 shots on medium, see what it's doing on medium. Ready, Dylan?
Yeah.
750.
Yeah.
751.
Yeah.
748.
Yeah.
750.
Yeah.
735.
Yeah.
749. 741. 749. 740. 745. Got them? Right, this time I've set it to low power on the power selector. We'll see what power we're pushing out on low. Ready, son?
Yeah.
572.
Yes.
563. 569. 566. 569. 567. 565. 566. 562. And 561. They're consistent. Save that group. Right then, you've just seen the results and me shooting 3 10-shot strings through my Cold War Precision Ballistic chronograph, which wife bought me for Christmas, and the phone app which it connects to, and I've got the data here. So on high power, so on medium power, now that's still plenty of power, bearing in mind other rifles I've had and used for hunting in the past, one of them for 2 years, was only running at 10.3, and I shot things out past 55 yards with it and killed it just as good as it would have done if it was shooting at 11.9 foot-pounds. The good thing about this, if you're on a rat permission, or you've got a really good rabbit permission, and I can't see anyone really, unless you live in somewhere like Scotland and the islands, have got a place like that for rabbits. But if you're getting, as we've already said, 90 shots at 11.3 foot-pounds or if you want the most consistent, 71 shots at 11.6 foot-pound at high power, you're going to be getting well over 100 shots on medium power at 10.6 foot-pound. So you could actually keep it if you wanted to at 10.6, and you know, I haven't shot the full string on the medium and low, but I will reckon you're going to get between 110 and probably 130 shots, which is absolutely phenomenal from a little rifle like that, pushing out 10.6 foot-pounds. In fact, me personally, I might even keep it at that myself from now on, because 10.6 foot-pound for me is plenty, as long as you put the pellet in the right place, which you should always do anyway. And on low power, so that's ideal if you're shooting indoors or in barns, you know, you're shooting feral pigeons or rats. And going off what we've just said, at 6.1 foot-pounds, you're probably looking at 150 to probably make between 160-70 shots, which is ideal for ratting, because 6.1 foot-pound, you know, is plenty to kill a rat at 10-15 yards. So you can see now the benefits of this rifle and having that power converter. It is absolutely spot on, and really good thinking from Brocock to stick that on, especially when you use the scenarios I've just given you. Right, you can see we're inside an indoor range at the minute, and it's an airsoft place in Gloucestershire, and we've set the zero board out at 33 yards. I'll zoom in as far as I can go, using H&N FTT. The rifle was zeroed. I've just changed batch to a different batch number, so I'm just going to check zero. These are shooting a little bit high to the other batch. Well, you can see they're shooting a little bit high, but that's 3 shots, made an hole the size of a 177 pellet, so I just need to bring it down. Six, 7, 8, 9, 10. Well, there's that group, that 10-shot group, and I'll give you some reference how small that is, because I know on camera, or when you're watching it on YouTube, it's hard to have reference. So there's your reference. That's a drawing pin, and we all know the size of a drawing pin.
Yeah, it's grouping nicely.
That's it, it's the last,
Yeah.
it's the last one I had in. Wasn't fully full the magazine.
Yeah, well, there you go.
So I think that's about 9 shots, wasn't it?
Yeah, about 9 shots.
But that's still under a 5p, isn't it?
Yeah, definitely, yeah.
There you go. Proves the accuracy. Right, I'm just going to zoom in then. We've got a target set at 55 metres, which I think is about 61 yards. And Davy's got the Compatto, and he's going to shoot a group. I'm just zooming in. Whenever you're ready, Davy. Should fall somewhere on the bottom target, we believe. Yep. Nice and central. Same old Davy. You could put one there again, that'd be nice. Brilliant, yeah. It's good. Yeah, it's good.
3 shots?
Yeah, I think, looking at it, that's under 5p. So 61 yards, I'll zoom all the way out, and there we go, there's Davy. I'm just going to zoom in. We've moved the target back now to 60 metres, so 66, 67 yards. And we've got the GoPro up here as well. So Davy's going to calibrate his mill dot first, and then have a go at shooting some of these targets. Whoa, that's really good. Yeah, keep that. That's really good. Gonna go try some of the targets, the spinners.
I'll do spinners, yeah.
Yeah, try the spinners. Now, good shot. See if you can get it again. Good shot. Oh, nice shot. That'll do. I'll zoom out then. Well done. You can see the distance there. Zoom in again. "67-yard bottle top." Beautiful, mate. That's accurate, isn't it? Move the target back now, the bottle top, to 67 metres. It's as far as we can get in the range. So Davy's going to have a go. This is over 70 yards. Good shot. So then in this part of the review then we're going to be doing some hunting and pest control. Now you've already seen the accuracy of this rifle in the indoor range and it's spot on. So we did the accuracy testing and you should always do that, and the pellet testing before you go out and test the rifle on any live quarry, which we did. This is Dylan using the Compatto, a bit of pigeon control. Good shot. That nailed it. Straight down. Just stay where you are. Yeah. Feel the Compatto? Yeah. It's his first pigeon. Well done. And we've been asked while we're in there doing some filming if there's any pigeons to obviously shoot them because they're making a right mess. And I'll show you what I mean by right mess. This is just an example of one area. You can see it's quite bad, and a lot of people don't know pigeon feces can actually erode concrete after time, so doing them a favour. So we're on Davy's dairy farm permission, and you can see Davy's there just setting the Compatto up, and on top we're fitting the night sight wolf, and hopefully if they're out tonight we should get a few rats for you. Well, here's rabbit number one. Had to go under the bush to get him, but yeah, he was down. Nice shot as well. Nice clean footage. Hopefully get another one. Oof. Good shot. Yeah, that one, hopefully it'll fall down. Get the ladder. So we've just spotted a rat on this dung heap now, and Davy's going to have a shot with the Brocock. We've got a friend out with us tonight. He's going to normally shoot brimfire, but he's coming to see a bit of ratting. Right, whenever you're ready, another pigeon here. Dylan's going to have a go. Good shot, son. Just let me there then.
There we go. Another one.
Well, here's that rabbit. Just saw it go over. Nice and clean shot in the brain. I gave it the cross there, so around about 33 yards, no problem whatsoever. And you can see it's a nice sized bunny that for the pot. Another good kill for the Brocock, proving itself again. So here's one of them rats you've just seen Davy shoot with the Compatto. It was underneath what looks to be some sort of like metal,
like
metal gate, isn't it?
With a bit of corrugated steel over the top
and
of
you
it.
can see, probably looks just like a black dot on the night vision camera there, but that's actually the pellet where it entered, hit him straight in between the eyes. Beautiful shot.
Warning shot.
Yeah, and with Davy, obviously, I'm just panning around to him now. He paced that out, and it wasn't fully in focus because it was only 10 yards.
That's right, yeah, the scope won't go that far, will it?
No, it's a 4 to 12 by 50 AOIR. So there's that rabbit you see me take. Estimated it about 60 metres, so 64-65 yards. Gave him 3 mil dots of old over. And you can see he went straight over. That's obviously the Brocock Compatto, the NS50 with upgraded Sony FEO model of camera, and you can see the shot placement. That's why he went over so quick. So I'm really pleased with that. Davy's found a rat in his viewfinder. Well, it's come to that part of the review now that we've been reviewing it for 2 or 3 weeks, both me and Davy using 2 different guns, and we're going to talk about it, our final thoughts. So you want to start?
My final thoughts, it's a nice compact rifle, shot count's high on it, 3 power settings on this, the cocking action's a lot more smoother, and also they've upgraded the magazine as well, haven't they, which is a lot more smoother as well. Yeah. Very nice rifle for the money. Definitely.
Yeah, and as you can see, we've not used a silencer on it.
No.
But with a silencer, it's very, very quiet in it. It's just a click
it's
of
still
the
quiet
action.
without the silencer. Yeah,
But
definitely.
we both opted to not use the silencer, to keep it as carbine as possible. Works really good with the night vision. Very, very accurate, as you can see, as you saw. 9 shots under a 5p at 45 yards, and probably if we'd have had another one in the magazine, definitely. That 10th shot would have been within that group as well. And as you've seen in the scripting I put up, 3 shots at 73 yards under a pine corner. So it's got the accuracy. It's definitely a honest hunting rifle. It's capable of doing anything what you want out to sub 12 foot-pound rifle ranges. You will notice we went a bit excessive in the indoor range, out to 73 yards. But to be fair, when you get a rifle as good as this, if you was to push it to 35 yards, which a lot of people do, you're going to do it no justice, because at 35 yards, as you saw, we shot 3 shots and it made an hole the size of a 177 pellet. So we're not testing it, hence why we knew we needed to go further than what we normally would do. So for me, I really like the rifle, hence I've actually bought one. And I'm going to have many, obviously, good years shooting it. I definitely recommend it for both adults, as you saw, we've both used it, and as you saw, my son, 15-year-old junior, no problem whatsoever shooting rabbits with it or hitting targets on an HFT course. So for 589 quid,
you get the
adjustable butt pad as well, so it can fit you.
Pre-drilled.
All pre-drilled, yeah. It's a really good rifle. and definitely as accurate as other rifles in its price range, and even rifles more expensive. So highly recommended.
Definitely. Yeah.
So then, you've seen our final thoughts, and we just thought we'd show you this. There's only actually 5 in the bucket, and you saw we shot a few more than that on the rat part, but we've got at least 4 or 5 what are unretrievable, and sometimes you shoot them, they fall behind walls or bounce out with the nerves. But yeah, it's been a good night. The rifle's done well, so you've now seen it on the pigeons, on the ferals, on the rabbits, and you saw the rabbit 60 metres, 63, 64 yards, and obviously at close range now on the rat. So we've done the full circle from the pellet testing all the way out to actually using it on vermin at all ranges and beyond what's recommended of a sub 12 foot-pound air rifle, and it's done the job, hasn't it?
Yeah, it has, yeah. Yeah, it's done the job, yeah.
From me and Davy, thanks for watching. I'd like to say again thank you to Brocock, especially to Adam Woods, for how he's looked after us, for borrowing us this rifle. And obviously this rifle now is going back to Brocock, and what Brocock are going to do, they're going to give it a full service, basically make it as if it's brand new, then give it back to us. And as I said earlier on, this rifle will then be a raffle prize with the funds and the proceeds going to either Soldiers Off the Street or to the Royal British Legion, which is the 2 charities Vermin Hunters TV support. So thank you, take care, safe shooting, and we'll see you again soon.